This time on Boosted But Broken, the Nissan finally leaves the driveway and rips! Okay, so quick update on the Nissan. So far we have wrapped the exhaust because I lost the heat shield. We plumbed up the catch can, like pretty mediocrely, but again, it'll do. We're just test driving for now, and then, let's just be straight up, we're just gonna take it for a rip. We did change this pipe here because there was a blow-off valve here, but it wasn't working, so we just got a straight piece of 2-inch pipe. Put that on there. MAF's wired up. We blocked off the stock recirculation system, so we have no blow-off and no recirculation, so it should just flutter, which would be cool. The fan's on. I trimmed it down in about ½ an inch. That sounds sketchy, but it's fine, don't worry about it. I trimmed it down because of clearance on this pipe, but it turned out with the bonnet shut, and I have cut the bonnet, even with that cut out and the fan trimmed, this pipe still hits this. So we're just going to raise up this bonnet latch and just call it good, having the bonnet half open. Until I get a front-facing manifold, obviously, then it won't be a problem. Radiator's filled up, tuck radiator under there. We've got a temperature sensor on here. It's all sort of bled pretty good. The water fill-up tank is full. Brakes are bled, clutch is bled. They're both working kind of alright, good enough for a test drive. All the intercooler piping is done. Then moving to the interior. The steering wheel's back on without the stupid Boss thing because it was trash. All underneath the dash is back together with all the relays and stuff for the center pod gauges. That 3 gauge cluster thing. I have a gear stick on there just for now. Looks a bit like a dick, but who cares? JDM.
JDM as fuck.
It's pretty clean. Oh, we did install speakers as well. Well, mainly a sub. So we got this fat ass sub in the boot. We got the amp just like resting there. These two 6.9s don't work. Big ass battery. Actually, probably the tidiest the interior has ever been, except for the ECU sticking out right in the corner, like down there, but that's fine. It's not gonna go anywhere. And then moving on to the bumper, we're painting the bumper. Last time you saw the bumper, sorry about that guy streaming over there, it's a bit of a knob. Last time you saw this, I had filled it and stuff, and then I just left it really because the weather was a bit too bad to paint. Now it's like blaring sun. I've decided I'd get it out, paint it, since we want to drive the car. Everything's pretty much touched in, ready to go. All I did is got some custom paint from a place like local to me. They got the nice nozzle on the paint sprayer so you can actually get a decent finish, as opposed to just looking like dirt. This is done. The car's good to go. We just have to put gearbox oil in it, don't we? And then,
Yes, mate.
what are we going to do with the car after we put gearbox oil in it?
Fucking rip it.
It's nothing. At this point we decided to pack up because it was hot as hell, and then pick it up the next day when I was trying to figure out why it was smoking and why it was making no boost. Alright guys, so it's another day now. You saw in the last clip that we got the Nissan running and like actually moving the other day. Okay, so I got the other turbo off, right? So as soon as I pulled the turbo elbow off, I could see that this was done, needed to come off right away. So I pulled it off, and I don't know if you can see, but in there, right there, there's no exhaust wheel. There's meant to be a wheel there that spins the front, so that perfectly explains my boost problem, because there is none. Whereas this one, I got a massive hookup for, obviously has the wheel in there, you can see it, right there. And hopefully will make boost, so I'm going to go throw that on. Got a massive hookup for this, thanks to the East Coast Japanese group, but yeah, let's go throw it on. Alright, so we forgot to plug the MAF in, but for real this time. If nothing else, it's not smoking like a pig anymore. So we're good on the smoky front. Got my boost gauge, so I can see the boost. It's subtle, but it's there.
Well, you're not revving the balls off it though.
Nah, I don't know what RPM that is. So, I forgot to put the oil return on. Now there's a nice puddle on the floor, because I'm an odd. We didn't run it dry, don't worry, it was fine. So we got the return put back on, that was a bitch. We got the exhaust tied up a bit higher because it kept dragging on the ground. And what was the other thing we did? Can't remember. Oh, and put the copper washers on the water feed to the turbo. So technically this is the first time this car's ever been driven like under its own power with turbo. So I hope you enjoy the sweet sound of my people.